In the seminary, I had a classmate who said that each and every time growing up that his parents would make sure on this day, Christ the King, that they always sat on the right side of the church because they didn't want to be told that they were goats and were accursed. But it makes us think, and we go, wow, I don't want to be counted among them. I want to be counted with the sheep in everlasting life. But whether you're sitting on the left or right today, it is of no consequence. The concept is understanding Jesus as the Good Shepherd. Do you know in Matthew's gospel, Jesus is never declared the Good Shepherd? Yet in this illustration, he acknowledges that Jesus himself, when the Son of Man comes, that he will indeed, just like a shepherd who separates, he indeed will acknowledge all those who served God and served others. Not just who thought about serving God and others, but those who actually did. When we hear about whether or not you've clothed the naked, fed the poor, visited the prisons, all the above, it is the corporal works of mercy. In other words, if we expect mercy on our behalf from our God, then we need to act merciful to others. Now, in this day and age during the pandemic, it's really difficult to visit the sick or visit, those in prison or any of the above. But as Jesus says, anything we do for the least of our brothers, we do for him. So this acknowledgement that we can always serve others better, that we can always extend ourselves to bring about the work of God. For it is when we act on behalf of others, recognizing their importance and significance, instead of looking past the poverty or the sickness, of any single person, when we act upon it, we bring about that true justice that Jesus sought to enlighten us to. We are called to be active workers in providing mercy. When we take the time in our lives and say, what is it I have done today for others? And then not only think whether we did or didn't, because as we hear and as we said in our, when we acknowledge that we failed to do things as well as doing things wrong, regardless, what we are judged upon more than what we've done wrong, which is forgiven, is what have we done well? How have we taken the time and effort? We need to be aware. We need to act positively. We need to be able to act with confidence, full with faith, knowing that we're doing this in light of Christ. For this is what he showed us. That 24/7 throughout his ministry, and everything that we've heard of any extant writings beyond the Gospels, Jesus lived each and every minute, 24/7, for others. So if we can take each day and approach it and say, Lord, who is it you wish me to help today? And then you go through the day anticipating that God will point somebody out to you who you know that might be grieving a lost one, who might be in financial straits and needs some help in regard to food, to reaching out to someone who seems to be lonely or disenfranchised. When we take the time to make somebody else important, when we take a child and say, you are the best, it makes all the difference in the world. And it makes a difference in acknowledging who we are. For what is being said and what is being presented today in our readings is that all our service that we've done in light of God, not just what we failed to do in regard to the Ten Commandments, where we did not do this and we did not do that, but when we look at all the things in light of Christ that we chose to do for others, we are indeed, by Christ, included in his kingdom, brought before our Heavenly Father, received by him, and celebrate eternal life with him. So act. Act as true members of Christ's body. Act in service to others, and you will share in the joy of everlasting life. The other option don't sound too good. Fire, angels, burning devil, not for me. Don't want to be a goat, I want to be a sheep. And the sheep follows the good shepherd, Jesus. We follow him by acting as he did, out of love for God and love for others.